Mathis, and welcome to the Slow and Easy Accordion Lesson Program, and I'm calling this Lesson 60. Actually, I have no idea if this is really going to be Lesson 60 or not, but I've had some requests to do some interesting things for some more advanced players, and so I gave the arbitrary number of 60 to this tune. It's about infectious bass lines, and how this came about is the other day I saw a video from the Organ Stop Pizza, which is located here in Phoenix, actually in Mesa, and Brett Valiant was playing a couple of tunes, and one of the tunes that he did was this thing from 1983 called Chameleon, and that was by the Culture Club. And boy, you get working on this bass line, and it really is infectious. So I'd like to share that with you. And the music for this, I'm going to get posted on the Micron Music website. However, I think the webmaster is on vacation. So until I get it posted, if you want to send me an email, I will then send you a PDF copy of the sheet music. But basically, oh, and I should also mention that if you're ever coming to Phoenix, you gotta go to Organ Stop Pizza. It is the greatest place. They've got, I think it's like the world's largest Wurlitzer pipe organ, theater organ there, and it's a show. They got glass shutters that open and close, and there's pianos up in the loft, and bells and accordion. They've even got an accordion that the bellows open and close, and lots and lots of people go there. It's a great place for pizza and have a beer or a soda. They even serve salads. So anyhow, this was a tune that Brett played, and so it was such fun that I thought, you know, I should share it with everybody. So here's the thing that's infectious about it. Let me change the angle of the camera. Okay, there we go. And so what you're going to be doing in the bass line is this. So this tune is in the key of B flat, and so you're going to play B flat bass, and then chord, and then the counter bass right in front of it, and then, which is D, and forgot for a minute there, and then you reach up and play the F, so it's so it's really a very fun thing to do, and I had to come up with some good registrations for this. I'm using the Roland FR8X accordion. And so for this particular registration that you're hearing, I've got a old player piano in the bass, plus the accordion bass, plus I gave a little bit of sustain to the piano, because if you don't put some sustain in these voices, it won't fill in properly. And you know, this is like a 50s rock and roll kind of rhythm too. And then for the right hand, for this particular version of the song, I did two versions of the song. So, and so if you listen to what's happening with that sound, it's the Roland synth sound. Plus I added some delay to it, and I added some sustain to it, and I made it a stereo voice. So when the accordion is plugged into the camera, you will hear that there are some sounds coming here, and there are some sounds from that synth coming over here on this side. So that's one sound setup that I did, and then I did a second sound setup that I stored in the user programs, and that one is this one. And for this one, it's more of an accordion voice. It's actually a bright accordion voice. And then it's also got the organ sustain tremolo voice running in the background for fill. And you got to have all that stuff going so that it fills this out, because remember, you're an accordion player and you're trying to make this thing sound decent, and the original tune by Culture Club, you know, that was a studio recording and they had lots of players filling in all the parts. And when Brett played this on the theater pipe organ, you also have to remember that he had the advantage of playing with his feet, his left hand, and his right hand. So he had all these parts going. Plus, that organ is just humongous, so it's got this humongous sound to it. So, for the second version, where I've got this in the accordion, here's the bass line that I used. So, it's a bass guitar, piano in the chord, plus there's drum parts. So once you get used to playing this bass line, you're going to be looking for more tunes to use this with, because it is so fun and you're just going to be playing this all the time. So I will post a copy of the sheet music in the video, and also you can send me an email to get a PDF, and eventually we'll get it up online at the mycrownmusic.net website also. So have fun with this thing, and again I say it's probably about lesson 60, and you'll see from the sheet music that it is just a melody line with chord. I don't have any of this bass stuff written out, so it's really just a guideline to help you find where you're going. And again, if you're enjoying these videos, hit the like button and pass them on to your friends, and let's get more people in the world playing on the accordion. So thank you very much. Okay, I have to add a little addendum about this chord pattern. When you're playing the major chords, you're playing like the B flat and the one in front of it, which is D, and then the F on top of it. Those are all part of the B flat major chord. So as long as you're doing this pattern with major chords, everything is good. But when you come to a minor chord, now we've got a problem. And in this song, there are a couple of minor chords. There's a C minor 7 and there's a G minor chord. And so when you get to those chords, you can't do because, like here for the G, the counterbass in front of G is a B natural. and a G minor chord has a B flat in it. So what you've got to do instead is you play the G and the minor button instead of the major, and you go. So just hit the D twice. And same for the C minor. You hit the C and the C minor, and yeah, and you're not going to hit 7 on it either because it's going to come out wrong. So if you were a keyboard player, or if you're playing the C minor chord for the notation for the right hand, you can figure that out because it's got that E flat in it, but the alternate that we're going to use is G. Okay, so again, for the major chords, you go right to the front. So here's F. But for minor, for C minor, you got to you go between C and G. All right, so just had to stick that in there so that you didn't end up with some odd sounding chords in there. So thanks again for watching.